So first things first, congratulations on the show. You're back for season 2. How excited are you for people to see what you have in store?
I'm really excited for people to see what's going on this season. We're definitely delving into a lot more of these worlds that we only lightly touched on last season. So we're going to see a lot more of the mountain people in Mount Weather. We're going to see a lot more of the grounders and their sort of history and how they came to be, and also the arc coming down and those people trying to start a society on Earth.
I want to go back in time a little bit and just ask you, was Clark the role you originally tried out for?
Yeah, well, I actually, I didn't try out for her. I was approached by CW because they saw some self-tapes that I'd done in Australia months and months beforehand for a couple of different characters for feature films. And I think they were having a lot of trouble finding their Clark, and something I did made them go for me, which was awesome.
She's such a confident young lady. Is there anything about her that you personally relate to? And she's an artist as well.
She is an artist.
Which you are.
Yeah, well, thank you.
That's what actors are, artists.
Yeah, I guess so. Clark's an incredible character. She's very strong-willed. She's a lot smarter than I am, so there's that difference. But she's fierce, and I love playing her. And I guess, you know, in some ways I identify with her, and in a lot of ways I learn from her.
That's cool. That's cool. And I think you're filming episode 10 now. Is that right?
Yeah, we are.
Now, is the Clark you're filming now the same Clark that we see at the beginning of season 2?
I think that's a good question. Clark definitely takes a darker turn this season, but you know, she does keep with the fierce theme that you see at the very beginning of season 2. She has to make a lot of hard decisions to kind of survive.
Which member of the 100 do you think she's most like?
Which member of the 100 is she the most like?
Yeah,
Good question.
Bellamy, or...
I think her and Bellamy have a lot of similarities. I liked seeing those kind of come into play in season 1. Now, you know, season 2, they've been split up, and she is thinking that, you know, that he's dead, which is awful. But yeah, I think she's very similar to Bellamy. I think there's a lot of similarities between her and her mother as well. Even though we don't have any like physical connection like in season 1, I think there's still a lot of Abby and Clark, and vice versa.
Which friendship or relationship are you most interested in continuing to explore on the show? Because there's a lot of interesting drama you have with, I mean, even with Raven.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of different sort of pairings that I'd like to see, especially with Clark. I mean, Clark and her mum, which I just mentioned, and Clark and Finn being reunited would be really cool. Clark and Bellamy. And Raven, who I like what they've done with those two characters. I think that they're very alike in a lot of ways. They're very independent and strong, and they have a lot of respect for each other. It's not what you would, you know, at first assume because of their connection to Finn. There's not actually that much bitchiness going on. There's respect, which I think is different and cool.